What's going on YouTube? It's Paulie T making another Vinyl Records pickup video, this time for February. I got a lot to show you this month, so I'm going to try and scoot on as quick as I can to show you the entirety of what I got for this month, and I do have a lot, so I won't be spending the longest on each record, but here I go. So the first one I got is Led Zeppelin 2, Untitled. Fantastic album, very brilliant, very classic, up there with the best of all time in the rock genre, and I agree with that completely. I've only listened to this 3 or 4 times, and I'm amazed to an extent. I've listened to a lot of music, and I have a high standard of what I call a classic, but this does fall in it. So go and pick this one up, Led Zeppelin 2, and also has a song "Gonna Give You My Love" too. Pick that one up. So the next one I'll show you is Baby Driver. I've listened to this about 3 or 4 times again. It's full of old classics, right? From the 70s I can see, and goes up to fairly recent to this record in terms of the years that this record produces. So the ones I like are Know How by Young MC. I do enjoy rap, guys. So it does have a wide range of classics on this song. I haven't actually seen the movie yet. I've just been too busy. But yeah, and this is a gatefold as well, guys. It has a big gun on there, as you do. So that's Baby Driver, music from the motion picture. Yep, the next one I'll show you is George Benson, Breezing. Now I had Give Me the Night. Well, I'll take this out of the sleeve so it doesn't get the glare, right? The only other George Benson album I have is Give Me the Night, and that is brilliant, and this is very good as well. Some consider this better than Give Me the Night. I don't care which one's better, I just enjoy listening to them both. So this includes one of his best known songs, Breezing. It's just a very soulful, very jazzy, very calm sound. I like this album, you know. It's up there in terms of production, and his voice suits it very well. He's a great guitarist, George Benson, and that's Breezing. That's George Benson, Breezing. Pick it up if you can. Next is a rap album, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Roars. I do enjoy this album a lot. I've heard that too many times over the years to the point where I don't put it on much these days anymore. But I can tell you, every song on side 2 is really great. It adds up to be a phenomenal second side on this album. The first side's good too, don't get me wrong, but it's the second side that puts us in the classic status. Obviously from New York, A Tribe Called Quest consists of 5 members, and they rocked their stuff back in the early 90s, and they released an album last year, but this is one of the crown moments. A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Europe, The Final Countdown. This is a bit of a... Oh, sorry about that. It keeps going out of focus. Yeah, got it there. So this is a bit of a... I got this for Christmas, just for a bit of fun, a bit of a joking around, you know. But it actually does have good songs on it, don't get me wrong. I know it's like 80s hair and glam metal and all that. But it has a cool back. I like the look of that, right? And has the best well-known song, The Final Countdown, which is, it's pretty corny, if you can call it that. You know what I'm trying to say. You've all heard The Final Countdown, but it is good music. Don't get me wrong, it is a product of its time. Rock the Night is also good. They're very skillful, these musicians. Take away all the glam, all the kitsch appeal that this has. They are good musicians. So that's Europe, The Final Countdown. This sold a hell of a lot of copies back in the day, guys. It sold probably 20 or 30 million, can you believe that? Next, I've only listened to this once, I didn't really like it. It's Rhythm of the Night. 14 songs for late night lovers. So, it has 8 songs on the first side and 9 on the second. I thought it'd be more a bit more dancey, but this is more like smooth late night music, yeah? I thought it'd be a bit more funky, I got it wrong. But it has artists such as Tina Turner, Randy Crawford, George Benson, who I just did Breezing with you earlier. I didn't really enjoy it too much. There were a few songs that weren't too bad, but I found it, I hate to say this, it was a bit boring. I'll just say that, right? The next one I'll show you is also a rap album, Common Resurrection. Classic material, this very classic material. My favourite song on this album is Resurrection. Sorry, my favourite song is I Used to Love Her, and that stands for Hearing Every Rhyme. And that was a metaphor for what happened to rap at the time. Yeah, I was thinking about getting this for months and months. That's how good it is. And I finally got it, and I'm happy that I got it out of the way. It's not too expensive. They did a re-release of this a few years ago anyway, whatever it was. But very consistent, very good songs. Only 2 songs I didn't like out of the 14, 15, and 16 or however many it has. But the majority of them are good. Rapper from Chicago, and that's Common. Pick up Resurrection. This one's a bit of a funny one. Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I wish my brother George was here, and that relates to George Clinton, the funk pioneer, who had so many funk albums with various funk groups and artists. But this is another rap album, guys, and incorporates funk into the rap. It's very fun to listen to, doesn't take itself too seriously, and even has humor in it. So it's just, you know, funky music with rap over it. It can be a bit wacky, sort of like French, French Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, sort of in that vein. But there are conscious moments on this album which elevates it higher than its original appeal of just being funky, yeah? And this is probably the best rap album of all time, which I'll show you now, Nas Illmatic. I wanted to get this on record a lot. I did some research for what was the best sounding record. It wasn't the US pressing, guys, it was the German pressing that had the better sound on it, and I got the German pressing. So in case you're wondering what this is, Nas is a New York rapper. He was very young when he did this album. He was either in his very early 20s or late teens. And for him to produce one of the most for him to produce one of the most hungry performances and great knowledge all around this record. I'm trying to word what it is. It just gives you a good feeling of just a great energy, this album, in terms of the story he tells and the mural they paint in your picture of what the early 90s New York was like. It is rough, it is rugged, but it does hit some good topics that were relevant back to the day and are still relevant. Yeah, but amidst all the hard beats, there is a sense of optimism that you get from listening to the beats and lyrics of this album. And I'll just sum it up. The song "The World Is Yours" talks of how you have the power to do anything you want, and that was Nas Illmatic. The next one I'll show you, I've only listened to this once, The Police. I don't really remember it too much, but it was decent enough, just not my favourite. This is known for Do 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 Da Da Da. That's the name of the song, I'm not just singing. And it's Don't Stand So Close to Me. Big song by The Police, that one. So The Police, Zenyatta Mondata. I don't know what that means. It looks like there's a triangle. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. I don't know too much about it. I've got about a minute left. So the last two I got, guys, are Steve Miller Band and Boston. This obviously from the late 70s, I believe, and this is from 1974 to 1976. Both great albums, similar in some ways. This is known as an all-time classic, and this is a compilation of Steve Miller Band's greatest hits. I really do enjoy this album, right? The Steve Miller Band, as I do enjoy this. I would give the edge to this because it's the greatest hits, but I need to listen to this one more. Alright guys, sorry to cut it so short like that. There were a lot of records to review, but I will be doing more in-depth reviews of particular records that I might want or you guys might suggest to me. So that will be it. I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more.